Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Got a Crossout video for us today, guys. Now before we get started, I want to apologize for no video yesterday. Basically, when I got home, I was just a little too tired to put one out. And I've kind of in the process now that if I feel too tired to do it, I feel it's best not to do it at all, as opposed to just put out something that's, a bit half-assed or lazy. But anyway, we are going over the Corax crossbow today. Now, this is the new crossbow that was added with the most recent battle pass, and for how it operates, it's a legendary Veyron crossbow, but it has a really cool alternative firing mode where it also operates like a Phoenix crossbow as well. So it's a two-in-one. I'll go into the test drive just to show this off. So the first mode, the rapid fire mode, if you will, is it's pretty much the exact same as the Veyron. You just hold it down and release. There is no reload with this gun, it's just charge time and release, which is really, really solid. And the perk of this is that every shot you land will give you 10% more damage on the next shot, up to a total of 3. So when you have all 3 stacks in this, you're dealing 310 damage every single shot, which is really good, because as you can see, this is unfused, so the rate of fire is still really solid. 310 damage every time you do this. And the alternative mode, or the explosive mode, is that when the window of opportunity for the rapid shots runs out, instead of it just firing anyway, it will charge up an explosive bolt. The cool thing about this is that the explosive bolt does physical damage on the actual bolt and then explodes afterwards, like that, and that's really, really cool. I think the devs actually made it a little bit longer, just so you can get like really cool moments of shooting someone driving around a corner and then it blows up afterwards, which is just really like cinematic and feels awesome, to be honest. But yeah, that's the 2 modes. I really like that just because this Corax now can basically do everything. If you want, it kind of depends on the situation you're in, but say if you're at range or if you're jumping in and out of cover, then you don't need the rapid fire mode and you can just charge up the explosive bolt and it'll do a lot more damage for you. Then, if someone were to push you and you just need flat out DPS, you can do the rapid fire mode. So it's just a jack of all trades crossbow, and it actually has a pretty small hitbox for a crossbow and really good do it. It's 704 base. That's 770 when fused. That's for a legendary of a small hitbox. That's really, really quite nice. We for the build itself, because it's only charge mechanic or charge up and then release, you don't need a reload module for this, which is really quite nice. Because of that, we've paired it with the new starter module. So this is basically a charging booster. It decreases charging time by 20%. It does cost 2 energy, however, so I don't think the starter is going to be useful with every charge-based weapon in the game. So if we take Mastodons, for example, for those who played Mastodons, you'll know it's got like a second charge time before the gun actually fires, and then it starts to reload afterwards, so it's got 2 different mechanics. The starter module, if you put it on the Mastodon, it's only going to help with that charge time, so I don't think that's worth 2 energy. It's only going to be really worth it when you only have charge time weapons like the Corax, for example, or the Veyron, or like a Raijin, Kaiju, stuff like that. Something that doesn't need to reload afterwards, because otherwise it just doesn't feel too efficient. But on a build like this, it's basically perfect. We've just got the Corax and the starter is basically, because the Corax doesn't reload, it's a flat out 20% DPS buff, which is really, really solid. As for the rest of the build, we've just got an Oyo Burn and a Howl. I figured this thing would be quite good at like lower power score, just because it's got really good damage, it's got really good range, it's got really good dura, and the power score isn't too egregious, just because you don't need a whole lot. All you need is the guns and again the starter model, so it's not too bad. So I figured we'd make a 10,000 power score build just to give it a proper tryout. I put it on the Howl carbon as well, just because I wanted something that was relatively fast, but also relatively tanking, and just a decent perk, to be honest. But anyway, we'll run into the usual 20 minutes or so of PvP now, just to give this a proper test out, and I hope you all enjoy. Right, Corvus Corax, let's go. It's gonna be like one person who understands that reference. Screw it. This gun might take a little bit of getting used to, so we've got the charging mechanics to get used to, and then obviously we've got the projectile speed. The projectile speed isn't like too slow, but it's not the fastest thing in the world either. Also bear in mind that these aren't fused yet. We do have J to help. That's range. I think I'll just go with the explosion radius. Well, the explosion radius did well. Oh, that was terrible. They don't actually dip that far. Drop, drop. Yeah, this is cool, you know, like if I'm playing peekaboo, I can just do charge shots. If I've got someone in front of me, I can just go DPS. I like that. Wait here. Why are you like flopping around like a fish? You poor soul. How are you still alive? DPS mode. Oh, there's two. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we got really solid DPS in this thing, so it doesn't feel bad at all. Nice, first game, not bad. Right, well, so far, I think with this, if we're playing peekaboo, or if we're playing range against someone, like proper range now, then the explosion mode is just better. And then we've just got like the DPS mode in case someone gets a little close. I think that's basically how we're supposed to play this thing. Which is cool. I like a dual things like that. What are you shooting me? There's so many people, and you're shooting me. The damage on this thing really is quite nice. If you could land a shot, that'd be like amazing. You poor soul. There goes one, there goes two. Alright, nice. That was pretty easy. Everyone just avoided us. Yeah, to be honest, this is quite an unassuming weapon. I'm liking it so far. Like, it's one of those weapons where like, last two games, for example, we've kind of just been chilling at the back, just doing a bit of damage. And then to the enemy team, it might not look like much, but our score from the past two games has really been high. Damn it. Really? The bot shot me? Whatever, bot. That guy got my cab at the back, but still. Come here, sir. I love how delayed the explosion is. It's kind of funny. You forget about it. Ah, that's good job, mate. I'm just basically stealing kills at this point. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, I gotta say, so far this thing is turning into a bit of a gem of a weapon. I'm really liking it, just because it can do everything well. You know, if you want long-range fire, then you've got the explosion mode. That's actually pretty solid. But also, you've got really good DPS up close if anyone pushes you. That's the biggest problem with, like, you know, toadfishes or comets or anything. They got really good damage at range, but when someone gets close, you're not getting DPS. This thing doesn't have that problem. It can do both. And it's got really good Dura, like 700 Dura base, and the hitbox is pretty solid. Like, it's got more Dura than a Toadfish with a much smaller hitbox. You compare these two guns, like, the hitbox on the Toadfish is enormous, and it always gets shot off pretty easy. This thing doesn't have that problem. Can I just get an angle? Thank you. Hurry up. Like we're all lining up to kill one bot. They're up here, lads. Okay, guess not. So what these guys are up to? Guys, is there anyone even here? Are you just doing loop-de-loops on base? Like, push something. Yep, they're just doing loop-de-loops on base. Okay. Oh, you're in trouble. Oh, 700 damage from that explosion shot. Whoa, 1,500 on hour. Bloody hell. Yeah, like I said, really good range damage. I think this is turning into one of my favorite guns. He's up here now. Jesus Christ, these guys stick to some rocks, don't they? Not having a radar really sucks. Come here. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, I'm happy with that shot. Go on, blow him up. Damn. Lou, you suck. Lou, you suck again. Mate, can I can't, like, shoot him if you'll keep... Thank you. Yeah, that's another really good thing I like about this gun, or this weapon. It's fun to play. Like, the fact that the explosion bolt happens so long after you shoot it, you can have really cool situations with this thing where you shoot someone with an explosive bolt, you know it's going to kill them, and then you can just drive away around the corner, and then it blows up. Like, that's just awesome. That's just cool as hell. What the hell is he up to? Why are you diving a bot? Okay, now we got DPS mode. Oh, he's popped. And the explosion mode uses like a regular crossbow shot as well, which is nice. So it's not just explosive. Alright, I'm starting to get my hang of this now, I think. DPS mode, let's go. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. He's gonna blow up, I think. No. Don't get hit by wretches. Nice. There, you suck. Okay, no you don't. Yeah, these things are really good with this power score. Oh, hold on, mate. There we go, there he is, hello. I love how it sounds like a chainsaw as well. Alright, do a few more, right? I need to check what the fusions are on these things afterwards, after this game. Because again, these guns by here that I'm using, these aren't fused, and it's doing incredibly well, so. And I believe the fusions on this, because they're probably the same as the Varans, I want to say it'll probably be durability, projectile speed, and I imagine charge time. And I think, if I remember correctly, the crossbows in this game, because all types get basically the same projectile speed, I think it's 25%, which is going to be huge on this thing. Yeah, teammates, what's going on, lads? What are you? Ah, okay. Nox. Triton, interesting. Thank you, bot. Where's my... Okay, all my teammates are dead. Triton spam, is this BFU? Ooh, a Doom player. The feck is this? What is that? Go away, bot. Please, just die. I shouldn't say die on YouTube. Perish. Hello. That is why you have cabins at the back. Oh, that feels so satisfying. And now we got DPS mode, so what's he gonna do? No, dude, that's terrible. Where's that comment to? Oh, never mind. Okay, well, it turns out that the fusions for these guns are actually insanely good. So firstly, you get Dura, which is obviously quite nice. It's like takes up to 770 Dura total, which for a gun with such a small hitbox, that's amazing. Then we've got projectile charge time. Now, bear in mind, there's no reload on this thing, so an increase to its charge time is basically an increase to its DPS. The projectile charge time is 15%. That's mad. Bear in mind, the average reload's only 10. So that's really good. And then we got projectile speed of 25%. That's also insane. That's basically going to double your accuracy in this thing. Oh, that's a bit of a design flaw. I hate Ripper bots so much. Where is he? Oh, that's gonna end badly for you, mate. I can feel it. I love this gun. This is good. That mechanic is so good. Yeah, shoot low on him. He's got like crappy wheels by the looks of it. Don't fumble, Luke. Nice. Sorry, I was locking in the mid there. Right, and that is it for the Corax crossbow. This is definitely the best crossbow in the game now, in my opinion, just because of its really good stats and its dual firing modes. Like I said, if you want a long-range fight, then it's no problem, really. You just use the explosive mode, and it does really solid damage. And then if you want to do some more DPS, you've got the usual Veyron firing mode. This thing felt really strong, even when unfused, which is always a great sign. So if you do have that fusion, like I said, the projectile speed fusion is going to be really good, and also that 15% to the charge time is just a huge DPS buff for this thing. So if you are going to get these, fused, then I would definitely recommend doing 2 of them. I probably will actually spend the bearings that I get on 2 fused Coraxes as opposed to say like 2 fused shredders or anything. Just because the shredders are really fun to play, but these things feel fun to play and they're just really, really good. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will catch you for tomorrow's.